Happy Saturday, friends. Surprise, surprise. Wasn't going to do a video, but I figured, why not? Why not? Sorry, I'm trying to grab something under my desk. I once again came unprepared. I hope you guys came prepared with a project. Maybe some coffee or some tea or maybe something cold to drink if it's hot where you are. I don't know. Excuse me. So today is just a surprise video. I actually pulled out one of my not too old WIPs, but after watching one of Llama Mama Kayla's recent videos where her and Eva went through all of her WIP projects that she had, I was like, I really need to tackle the few that I have, because I only have, well, I can count on both hands how many WIPs I have going, but under my desk I have 3. And one of the most recent ones I started was when we went to Yosemite. If you remember, I crocheted faster than the yarn I had. So I ended up having to buy some yarn at the Walmart up there in Madera, up by Yosemite. And I ended up getting this. If you don't remember, I ended up getting the mandala bonus bundle in the colorway Meowth. And there's the colors. So I ended up getting this when I was up there. I just ripped my stitches out. That's okay. Let me do something really quick. Let's see what I did. Let me fix my mistake. Not a big deal. It's super easy to fix. It's just a single crochet that I pulled out. All right, pull that nice and long. So I put in, I don't know, 1.5 rows of this last night. And so you can see the color transition is really nice. Let's see if that helps. Yeah, that helps a little bit more. So I like it because it's going now from the white to like the lighter tan to a darker. I really, really like working with these mandala bonus bundles. I think that's coming out really nice. However, I'm having an issue with crochet. Tell me if this has ever happened to you. So the last time I actually crocheted was Mother's Day. It was right around Mother's Day. Now I've got to play Tetris to get this back in my basket. I found a really nice basket at Target that is keeping all of my WIPs nice and secure under here, and I still have room. So yeah, I was crocheting last night. I'm sitting there and I'm having to rip stitches out and redo my stitches, and my son comes out of his room and I'm like, this just feels so foreign to me. He's like, really? I said, yeah, because I haven't really picked up a crochet hook in like 2 weeks. Has that ever happened to you guys where you're, going along on a project and then something happens and you have to stop crocheting for a while and then you go to pick up that hook? You're not getting my new yarn. No, kitty cat. Go on. You go to pick up that crochet hook and then it's like, what am I doing? And so, like I said, I got one full round in all the way, end to end, and a half of a round, because when I picked it back up, I had a half round left, and then I did a whole nother like end to end on the triangle. And then I was like, yeah, no, I need to go to bed. But then I started watching videos on how to make a hexie cardigan. Why do I keep wanting to do all these projects? I just have no time on my plate. But honestly, a hexie cardigan is in the back of my mind for later on in the year, probably more towards like October, November. Because, well, who wants to make a hexie cardigan in the summertime? I don't. Speaking of summertime, I found out that if the weather continues like it is in my home state of Michigan, I'm not going to have too much to worry about when I go to move my mom out of her apartment. The weather's been very yo-yo. I guess you could say it's been very up and down, but it's been really like chilly there, which is surprising for end of May, going into June now. I found out the last day of frost is like first week of June. I'm like for those that plant gardens and stuff. I found that out when I was watching the Needy Homesteader, one of her recent videos. I was like, wow, that's crazy. But honestly, if it's like 80 degrees and there's a breeze coming in off of the river, I can handle that because I can open mom's patio door and I can make sure, well, her kitchen window is always open. And then I can ask her if we can turn on the ceiling fan and then we'll have all that cross breeze going. And then I found out yesterday when I was talking to my best friend that all I'm going to really have to do is just point and give commands for the big stuff. I mean, of course, packing the boxes and whatnot, you know, helping mom go through stuff, but I'm not going to have to really worry about lifting anything up and down stairs or anything like that. So I'm blown away by the amount of support that I'm getting, both here and there. I don't know why, but you know, like she said, that's what friends and family are for. And I agree. I agree. This is going to be a huge transition for not just my mom, but for me, for my family. You know, I'm really looking forward to it, though. I'm really looking forward to it. And, you know, I know some of you, your moms are not with you, and my thoughts and prayers go out to you on that. But I'm going to be honest with you, friends. If I were to have left my mom there on her own, I don't know how much longer she'd be with us. I don't know how much longer she has left. We don't know how much time we have left on this earth. Every day, every new day is a blessing from God. Every new day. So, you know, I want to get her out here. I want to just give her the best life that she can have. You know, I want her to experience some things that she wouldn't have otherwise been able to experience, you know. I'm thinking about, I don't know how well this is going to go, but I'm thinking about getting tickets because she loves Snoopy and the Gang. And I'm thinking about doing, I love going there at Christmas time for Knott's Merry Farm, down to Knott's Berry Farm in Buena Park. Absolutely love going down there. I'm thinking it might be a fun thing for her because they have like a handicap drop off that I could have my husband drop us off the front gates and then he can go park the car and then meet us and then we can all go in and just take our time, you know, and it's a pretty even ground. And I will have a walker for her by then. So I don't know. I think that might be fun for her because she always would see those places in pictures, you know, and now she's actually going to be here. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. And I've got a couple of Fiber Fests, I guess you could say. There's one I'm looking at up north, Lambtown. Hilton's the beginning of October. And then SoCal Fiber Fest is end of November. I don't know if I can make Lambtown happen because that one's beginning of October. I would have to do that trip by myself with my mom and Levi because of my husband's schedule. And I can do it. I can do it. It's only, I think from here to a hotel in that area was like 6.5 hours. Not a big deal. And then SoCal Fiber Fest, I definitely want to do because that's a lot closer to home than Lambtown. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I have ambitious plans. First and foremost, I need to get those sharks on my hook. Maybe tonight or tomorrow. I need to get the sharks on my hook, get those made. It's going to be super easy for those little ones. Even the bigger one, I think is going to be easy. I was looking, she has a pattern. It's so funny. You can buy a pattern with, it's the whale shark, and then it also comes with like little plankton and stuff, because when they're swimming through the ocean, you know, because their mouth is open, they're just grabbing the food as they swim. So you can make little plankton to go in its mouth. It's so funny. So funny. But I don't know. I got a lot done yesterday in the apartment. I'm super excited. I got all of Levi's books gone through and sorted and reshelved back here in his area. And then all his toy bins are back up on the shelf. And I got a bunch of stuff to the garage. And I think on Monday I'm going to go through more stuff because my husband's off on Monday because it's Memorial Day. So yeah. As you can see, this was kind of just a coffee and chat. Yes, I have my coffee in my hand. It's not a cute mug. I love it. I'm on my second cup of coffee already. Yeah. I'm going to stop here though because I'm going to have coffee later this afternoon. Well, no, I probably won't have coffee later this afternoon because that'll be kind of late in the afternoon and I don't need to be up all night. So I'll probably just have a nice fruity drink. I'm going to go meet up with a friend later this afternoon. So, yeah. So, anyhow, friends. Okay, I'm going to go. I've chatted your ear off, but I just wanted to talk to you. Oh, you know what? Another thing I wanted to tell you about that I was thinking about because it's graduation season. And Amy over at Hooked on Wishing Crochet, again, congratulations, big congratulations to your daughter. Huge accomplishment. So proud of you guys. So proud of her. I was just pondering, like thinking about how long it's been already, because Dad's been gone 3 years, and when Dad died, I was in the middle of my finals. I was right before graduation. I had people telling me take a gap year, do this, do that. And I'm like, no, that's not what Dad would want. Dad would want me to finish college. And, you know, so I did. I pushed through. My professors were amazing and gave me literally until the last day of school on my finals, like the papers and stuff that I had to write. And I just saw that they just had the new graduating class of 2025. They had a lot of graduates this year again. I'm not going to show these on here because this has some personal information on my diplomas, but I can show you the back of the frames. I have two. I'm just not going to show you the diplomas themselves because there is some personal information on there that I'm not going to reveal on here. But I was initially just going for my associate in arts for sociology, which I did get. That's this one. But then because I had so many other classes on top of that I had taken over the years, they also awarded me with an associate in arts for general studies, social and behavioral sciences. Now, my initial field of study was sociology because I wanted to get into social work, not with children, but with older people, you know, like geriatric. And, you know, that was going to be my plan. I was going to go on for my bachelor's after this. I was planning on attending a local university for my bachelor's, and then everything started happening with Dad, with Levi, and then life. And that just right there showed me that I may have plans for my life, but God's got other plans, and they're not always going to line up with mine, and generally they won't. So yeah, so I just wanted to share that with you. It's been 3 years since I graduated already. So, okay, I'm going to go, friends. Little buddy here needs me. He's showing me a piece of paper that he found on the floor. It's like the tiniest little piece of paper. What the heck? I did not vacuum the carpets after cleaning last night. I was just too tired, but anyways, okay, I'm going, friends. I love you all. God loves you. Be kind to one another. Have a fantastic weekend. Stay safe. And I'll be back sometime Monday for another video. I don't know what time, but sometime. All right. I'll see you next time, friends.